It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see the dynamic Michael Penix Jr. He's now at not 3,000, not 4,000, but a 5,000-yard season after his last game. It's the Cowboys and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next on EA
as we welcome
Sports.
you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Second down and 3. They send him right out of the slot. Once again, it's good. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. They'll look to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 22-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down. Here's a first carry for their running back. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seibert's extra point is true, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Mason Smith on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. The left side into the hands of Olave. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. He's got his man, Kayshon Boutte. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Moreau. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Minn. Touchdown, Minnesota. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here we go. From the gun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here is Penix. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He's got his man. That's Olave. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Dowdle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So after 1, it's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Trap 60. Come on. Set.
Now Penix. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding. Offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Pass is caught by Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. Ready?
On 3rd down, Penix. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Whoa! And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. They'll run with Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and running back James Cook making their way out. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Maris Leofau there on the stop. 2nd down and 8. They'll run the toss with Cook. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd and 6. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cowboys offense and Chris Olave getting ready for their next possession. And as the weeks start to dwindle away here in the regular season, he's currently number 1 in the league in receptions. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Hey.
On 2nd down, Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Minnesota. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They'll run with Cook. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's 4th down. Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Vikings get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. A return coming from the 14. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note, he comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Got it into the hands of Olave. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Cowboys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. This is intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. To the air now on 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an interconference matchup. The New York Giants on the road at Indianapolis. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. In the first half, it was the lefty, Michael Penix, who had it working. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now, a return coming from the 14. And he's going to take this all the way back. 86 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. Going up top. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cowboys offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He's going to take a shot down the field. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A huge play for Dallas. It covers 51 yards.
70 Lions.
Now a run on 1st down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll work forward for a couple. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Mims sent in motion here. Once again, it's Cook. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And now it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Cowboys offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A carry here for Wright. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take...
The ball's out. The Vikings have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A carry for Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And the Vikings are going to be set up. 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. Mims sent in motion here. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Throw right side to Olave. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Penix. The second down throw is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
First and 10 now from the 36. Receiver in motion, headed left. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now Penix on third and long. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Nicole Hardman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. They'll look to throw yet again. Got it into the hands of Minn. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He finds Mims. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A run out of the gun with Cook. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Here's a designed run, and they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On the ground, this is right. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A handoff as they try to run it here. A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Jennings. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Back to throw. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Throw right side to Olave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Penix. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's going to look for the home run ball. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one.